The last test we are going to do will test the water for dissolved oxygen. Just like we breathe oxygen in the air, aquatic animals breathe oxygen too. They get their oxygen from the water they live in. When you open your dissolved oxygen kit, you'll notice a couple of different things. First, you'll see we have a different kind of cup. Next to it in the blue box are things called ampules. These are glass, so we need to be careful when handling these. Next to the blue box is a sand timer. And on the top is our color comparison standards. Let's take a look at this new kind of cup. You'll see that this cup has several ridges all the way around the bottom. These ridges are going to help us do our dissolved oxygen test. But first, since we have a new cup, that means we have to get a new water sample. To get our water sample, we are either going to use our arm or our handy-dandy reacher stick. If you are using a reacher stick, go ahead and place your cup in the reacher stick like I'm doing here. This will make sure that when you are taking your water sample, your cup is nice and secure. Before we take our water sample, let's go ahead and look and see what's inside the blue box. These are called ampules. These are made of glass and are a time-sensitive reaction. This means they need to react with the water for a certain amount of time to give you your result. Do you see that white line on the tip of the ampule? That's a weak point in the glass, and we're actually going to break that in order to get some water inside of our ampule. The water will then react with the chemicals already inside the ampule, and they will start turning a blue color. In order to react fully, the water needs to be inside the ampule for 2 minutes. This is where the sand timer comes in. Make sure all the sand is on one side and flip it over when we are ready to start our test. This will time out 2 minutes exactly. To take our water sample, we are going to rinse our cup 3 times to get rid of any residue in the cup. Then, on the 4th time, we are going to reach as deep as we can go without touching the bottom. Getting our water sample is going to be a time-sensitive process. The quicker we can get our water sample and get our ampule into the cup and broken, the more accurate our results will be. This is because once the water is in the atmosphere, it is interacting with the air in the atmosphere and taking more of it on, thus increasing the dissolved oxygen in the water. Now that we have our water sample, it's time to use our ampule. Put your ampule into the cup and rest the tip inside of one of the ridges. It shouldn't move very far back or forth. Next, we are going to apply a slight pressure to the ampule, either backwards or forwards, and this will break the tip, allowing the water in the inside of the cup to go inside the ampule. You will start seeing the color change to blue almost immediately. Remove the ampule from the cup and invert it, or turn it upside down 2 times. This will allow the water to mix with the reagents inside the ampule. Now that you've mixed your ampule, go ahead and start your sand timer. This will time out 2 minutes, which is how long it takes for the blue color in the ampule to develop. Now that it's been 2 minutes, it's time to determine how much oxygen is in the water. To do this, take out your color comparison standards and take your ampule and place it between the standards. Try to find the color that matches closest to the one in your ampule. If the color is in between 2 of the standards, you can take the middle value. You can see here that my ampule looks to be between 10 or 12 milligrams a liter. Since I am in between 2 values, I can take the middle, so I would record this as 11 milligrams per liter of dissolved oxygen. Congrats! You've officially used everything in the Water Rangers test kit. We hope you had fun while learning about the water around you.